Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes Podcast. Happy Friday, everyone.
Epic
How you
Fridays.
doing, Dom?
Very good.
Very good. It is Friday. We're all in the mood. And please join the Slopper Army. You can do that two ways. You can do that by leaving us a little sub. If you're listening, make sure you follow us wherever you're listening. And if you're watching, subscribe to the Sloppy Joes.
Yeah, I love that.
We're joining the movement. Yeah. 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We can do it.
Easy. And also, there's the Patreon as well, Sloppy Joes on Patreon. The link is in the description. You get extra content, loads of extra stuff. Ethan loves it.
Ethan?
Oh, hello. Oh, God, I love it too much.
Good.
Yes, we held a gun to his head to say that.
How are you, Ethan?
Oh, brilliant. I couldn't be better.
Before we started, you said you got an interesting fact.
I was just going to say, we're on the topic of if I have any other countries in me, is how you phrase this.
Yeah.
Which is an odd saying.
Well, because he screams just like British, doesn't he?
Yeah. He screams it out of his window when people are walking past. That's the thing. I've always said that. I said, make sure you know who's walking past.
Well, to answer McGraw's question, I think every relative that I know going back is all from the northeast. I think it's all from Newcastle or Gateshead. And my great-granddad or my great-great-granddad was a miner. Well, he was also...
sorry, but then he grew up to be an adult.
Yeah, we all do that.
Well, the story, funny enough, is from when he was 15. And he was a miner.
And a miner.
Working in the mines, sorry. And he got caught up in this machine and it destroyed all of the bones and stuff in his body and he got mangled up. And they thought he was dead, but then he lived. And then that's how I exist.
He must have lived a great life.
Oh, well, he was very mangled from that, I think.
So what do you mean mangled? Because presumably at 15
word.
he hadn't given birth to your granddad yet.
No, but he got caught all in the machine and he just got
So his willy was all right?
Well, I assume it was okay.
That could stem all these problems, couldn't it?
That's incredible. Is that a true story? Like he just got absolutely chewed.
Yeah, they thought he was
up.
dead. They were like, he's dead. Get him out.
They
like,
almost
fucking hell, he's still going.
That's crazy.
I've seen people say that about you on the train.
Fucking hell, he's dead. Oh, he's still
Yeah,
going.
he's got to be dead. He's got to be. Oh my God, he's still alive. That's absolutely horrendous.
It's awful.
So the fact that he went from that and then met your great grandmother, then had your grandfather or mother, or whatever, is actually quite inspiring, really.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
inspiring.
Makes you think of all those veterans from all those wars and how lucky we are that we lived every single... Our ancestors survived, everyone, at least to a point to have their kids, but from fighting tigers to the Battle of Hastings to World War I to World War II, they did it for us.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did you used to scream
from
out?
Ireland, so they didn't do any of the world wars. What?
Did you used to scream out of windows when you were younger?
I didn't shout British like Ethan does. Did you?
Yeah, I used to stand on the windowsill, and when people walk past, I'd just go, "Woo!" and they'd turn around.
And then you'd hide.
Yeah, and I used to throw discs out of the window.
Discs.
Yeah, like
Discs?
PS1 discs.
You used to throw your games out the window?
Yeah, the copied ones.
Oh.
Because it would make like a frisbee motion. I don't know why I keep doing that. And it would land on people's vans and things. And I just like the idea of someone getting to their van and there was like a copied version of Spyro the Dragon on their roof.
Yeah.
You would have made their day, maybe.
Where would that come from?
In an
High
ideal
window.
world, would it have hit someone and cut their head clean off or something? Because
No.
in my head, it's a kind of like caveman style weapon.
No, one of my biggest pleasures in life is just mildly annoying people. I find that very funny.
How are you, Joe?
I'm all right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all right. Well, obviously, Friday we do what is one of our favourite features now, Dom's Diary.
Yeah.
We all heard the fantastic jingle last week, didn't we?
Well, we heard the jingle.
Well, we heard the fantastic jingle, which sounded like this. Oh, sorry, let me just...
Every single time you have to play jingle, you either play the wrong one or you don't play it.
What have I done this week?
What have I done this week? What have I done this week?
This
It's a diary. It's a diary of a free.
Can I just say, Joe, That is such a mess of a jingle. First of all, it's not a jingle because there's no music.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also too long. There's too many. At the end, I get what you're going for, but there's about 8 people talking over each other at once, and it makes me feel sick.
What it feels like to me is you've got like the community support centre to do it.
I thought it'd be funny if we all pretended that we were going to listen to it, didn't we? Because I hadn't made it yet.
No,
so
you
I
hadn't
thought it'd
made
be
it.
funny to make it as bad as I possibly could.
Yeah. What we just played there, just a little snip.
Yeah, have a freak. So the real idea is to go down a synth route. And Dom's going to put some music over that.
He's gonna play
that's
some-
going to be the actual jingle. So apologies if I scared you.
So you're going to put
Scared me.
a little organ piece underneath it, aren't you?
Well, I probably won't be allowed in a church, but I can do piano certainly.
Yeah.
Why aren't you allowed in the church?
Well, they didn't let me. They didn't use. I asked to go in the local church to practice, but they said they didn't want anyone else touching their keys.
Why?
Because I don't know, they're weird about it. I suppose my oil could go on their keys, and then they would pick the oil up, and then they'd go home and have a meal or something, and then put the oil in their mouth.
What oil?
Yeah,
The
what-
oil from my fingers.
Oof.
So what would
You've got
happen-
oily fingers.
What would
Do you want to
happen?
feel them? They're always constantly wet.
You could fry an egg on those bad
Oh, they
boys.
are.
What's it for?
Oh, that one.
Oh, why?
Here.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
very
like,
oily.
Like that guy, you know, the first X-Men, when they force him to become a mutant and he just turns to water. I feel like I'm halfway through
They
that
stop
now.
just in time, but
So
there are
just a bit
lasting
moist.
effects. So we're into Dom's diary then. I've got a couple of questions before we get into what have you been doing this week.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to your mum and dad any more about their trip to to Cumbria and their sort of transition into being Christians after being poisoned / revealed to by a lizard woman?
Oh no, they've gone to Spain.
What, to find
God.
the Pope?
Like a crusade.
Yeah.
No. No, they've just gone to Spain. They're having a quite bad time, actually.
Why?
Of course they are. They've been hexed up to their eyeballs.
So what's happened to them?
It's like no, everything in their life they find a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
It's totally unlike me. They just see the bad in everything. So they're just in this 5-star resort, but it's one of those things where the entertainment's just whack. And it's cloudy.
Yeah, it's
And the person that they've gone with just spends all day in a room, like looking at political podcasts. So it's a bit like. But the dog that they put in the paddock. Paddock? Is that
Kennel.
the word? Kennel. It's not a horse.
Your dog. Stop saying the dog. It's your dog.
Yeah, but I have to look after the cats all this week, so I've got no diary. My diary is staying in looking after these cats.
Who are these cats? How high maintenance are these cats?
Well, they're British Shorthairs, but I've got like an aversion to shit.
Google that.
So
British
anytime
Shorthairs.
I have to shovel it up, I throw up.
So why are you shoveling up?
So
Are
I
they
have
not-
to shovel up that shit, and then I have to clean up the sick.
How much are they shitting?
Well,
I
How
throw
does-
up every time I shovel the thing.
Can I
every
just say
single time.
they are cute cats?
They're
Let's have a
very
look at
good.
British Shorthair.
They're the cute ones.
Oh,
They're
it's
very cute. They're very
Show
cute.
Ethan that. It looks like.
Ethan, look, you
it
see
looks
that?
like
They're
the-
cute.
Oh,
See
it
the
looks
cute
like the-
ones there.
The lint in
yeah.
the bottle
You
of a
won't kick
dryer.
that one. So you shovel their shit. I mean, how big are these? They're not like a lion, are they?
Well, I don't know what they're eating. Well, I do know what they're eating.
You feed them
biscuits. But I'm there. I have to take care of the cats.
Yeah, and you're feeding them like cat biscuits.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I've been making tuna and rice, and one of the cats, lady,
Like a bit of sriracha mayo.
just likes the tuna. Obviously, why am I talking like that's a revelation?
Yeah.
So surprising.
Wait, we're just in. Cat likes fish. I've never heard this
Is that
before.
like a poem you've written as well?
No, the poem this week's pretty good. Actually, is it? Well, can you say that about your own work?
Yeah, of course you can.
It's very good.
Ethan bigs himself up like you won't
No,
believe.
mine last week was better than yours.
I don't need that today.
Right, okay. So all you've done this week is
Throw up constantly, and I have to clean up the cat litter, and then I have to clean up the sick.
you're not like brushing
I
up going.
do that, and then I'm
like
like, yeah, all the way to the toilet, and then I throw up before
Wait,
I get to it. I
Wait,
can't stop.
You're throwing the cat shit in the toilet.
Yeah.
No, you
No.
don't.
Where else do you put it?
No, you don't put cat shit down your own loo.
Yeah, there's a downstairs toilet.
No.
For the cat shit.
Yeah.
no.
So the
then
cat litter box is on one side of the house, and the downstairs toilet's on the other side of the house. So I'm doing this kind of weird, well, not weird, it's kind of running like that with litter spilling everywhere. through the cracks in the cat litter thing, me throwing up.
Oh my God.
And then I have to go and hoover up the litter that I spill, and then clean up the sick. It's been a traumatic week.
Have you considered a few different options here? One, taking the whole cat litter box to the toilet, so you're not got it on a little shovel like you're doing.
Yeah, but it's huge.
Like you're doing an
The tray's
absolutely
huge. It's probably the
filthy
size of this table.
egg and spoon race.
Hold on, how many cats have you got? The size of this table?
Well, because my parents don't trust me with taking care of things.
So is that in case you want to shit in there as well? Then? You and the cats like that.
Oh my God.
Talk about British short hair.
Bonding over it. Yeah, it's been very tiring. But I've got back into reading.
Sorry, I had another option for you. I had another fix.
Sorry, carry on.
Bag.
What bag?
A bag. So get the shit on a
Yeah,
shovel
that's good.
while you're still over the pit. Put it in a bag, tie it up, put it in the bin outside.
Like they do with dogs, like I do with my
Yeah.
dog. But
Yeah, but isn't that just like one? It's just it's a
Excuses?
Come on.
it's
got
a not erroneous, an extra step that's not needed, surely.
Well, no, but it is
Surely if it
needed.
helps you,
No,
it's
but
like
it is
throwing
needed because
up.
It might stop you vomiting on the floor every day.
No, but I still have to put it in the bag.
Yeah, but once it's in the bag, it doesn't smell and it's not going to leak.
yes.
Well, it's like pissing in the sink, isn't it? It's just easier
Then what is easier?
than going to the toilet.
Yes. So how does
No,
that
it's
relate?
not.
How
You
does that
don't- I
relate
don't-
to?
You got to kind of get on your
Wait.
tiptoes a little bit.
You don't piss in the sink.
No, I don't piss in the sink. The
There's
kitchen
actually
sink.
there's actually a Reddit forum that I discovered this week as well called Sink Pissers,
Yeah.
and they've got an AI song.
Sink
It's called like the
pisser
Golden Throne.
sounds like one of the really early like Hollywood actors. Like he's like
Yeah.
the heartthrob from the
Yeah,
like
Ezra Pound or
Yeah,
something.
Ezra Pound, Sink
Sink
pisser,
pisser.
and then obviously James Dean. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, and one of them's like, and all the titles are very funny on these posts. One of them's like, "Help! I got caught at work."
Oh God!
Yeah,
Pissing in the sink.
and they take pictures of like hotels and things and work dues and things, like to document where they've done it.
Oh, they're not doing it in public sinks, are
Yeah,
they?
they could like help. My wife found out that I do this. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed.
Is there any females on there?
Probably not.
A
no.
female piss in the sinks.
It's
That's
tricky.
an effort.
It's interesting.
He's got to
That, innit?
sit in it. I remember when I first went to uni, and it's the first time I'd ever lived away from home, and it was a shared thing. It was a 10-person dorm or whatever, and there was 2 toilets, one on the top floor, one on the bottom floor, but it was like 3 floors, and I was on the middle floor. So obviously, when you're in your room and there's a sink in the corner,
Oh yeah, obviously.
every piss I did for 12 months was
Oh my God.
was in the
Easy.
sink, right? But me and my mate we went to uni together, but in different dorms
Sinks.
just around the corner. We had different sinks, different toilet. I got to a point where I would come in my room and start to notice the smell because I'd not like washed it down. I just ran the water,
no.
and I was getting panicked, right? So I was like, mate, I need to come around. I need to tell you something. So I went to his dorm, and as soon as I opened the door, the smell of piss in his dorm was like, he'd been doing the same thing. We'd both just turned the air yellow.
Shit.
It was
You don't piss in the
unbelievable.
sink, Ethan.
No, I can't reach.
Is it that high up?
Can't reach his
Yes.
penis.
Okay, read.
His arms are that short. He literally can do a wee. He's laying on his back and throwing his legs over the toilet. Yeah.
I think I did that once with a mate called Lennon. He's got
But not a sink.
No, no, piss in his mouth. He has an old school house where there's like sinks in.
The sinks.
Sinks
Is it for a French
in the
house?
bedroom.
Old school house with le sink.
The sinks in every house, and I had a wee once after having a big night out, and it was a very smelly wee. You know when it's like practically neon.
Yeah. When you have to snip it to end it.
And then I tried to turn the tap on, and he said those sinks have just been propped for years.
Oh no!
I don't know where it went. But the tap didn't work, so he just sort of, I had to wipe it up. Disgusting.
Oh, dear. See, that's bad.
So you pissed in the sink, but you went to a hotel,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I did a go.
How was that?
I just had a go on myself with my hands
What?
on my genitals.
So basically, what you just said there, you wanked a lot.
Yeah, I didn't intend to.
What you?
I went there with different intentions. I wanted to just watch the Food Network and have a nice time, but I got so anxious.
The thing is, once you see your third hour of Guy Fieri
Yeah,
on that Food Network, once you see Gary Rhodes You back to back
Nigella,
to back.
fucking hell,
Well,
you might
I
as well
mean,
pass out.
No, I do love Nigella. She used to be my biggest crush. And she likes a hairy man, apparently, like a full pelt. And I used to not want the hair on my back, but when she said she liked hair on the back, I thought, yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah.
sorry, are you enjoying yourself a little bit too much
Did you
right
have a
now?
Popeyes, by the way? Did you have a Popeyes to treat yourself?
I did, and I sit outside and I'm eating these tenders, and you look at Piccadilly Gardens, it's just a zoo. Awful place.
Sorry, on the topic of masturbation,
Nah,
Christ.
I thought we were trying to move on from it.
Oh, here we go.
I saw this video
Oh yeah,
on
on the internet.
I'll talk you through it.
on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, Christ.
And Facebook is a weird place because there's a lot of bizarre videos on there, and not all of them go properly viral. You just stumble across one of these pages, and it was a man lying down, this bald man lying down on a slide in the playground.
On his front or on his back?
On his front,
Okay.
and he's just rubbing himself against the slide. And this woman comes over with a Brummy accent and is like, I'm not going to do the Brummy accent, but she's like, what you doing? Like, what you doing here? He's just like, he's like, sorry, I just love the stainless steel.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, but you're in a kids park. He's like, but I've just got a thing for steel.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's just rubbing away, and then she took a photo of the slide at the bottom.
Oh, no.
And just on the dirty bit of the slide, you can see like an imprint of a penis. Yeah, it's foul.
Imagine you're walking with your 2-year-old. He's long gone, and you say, "Oh, look at the slide!" And then at the bottom of the slide, you see the outline of a cock and balls.
If you like stainless steel that much, just order some in.
Yeah, get a new.
He said he's got one.
An Uber for
Just
stainless
order
steel.
some.
He's got one in the garden. He said, but he says it's a bit more risky when you're in the play.
Yeah, in the middle of the day as well.
Man.
God.
So he had his trousers down then.
No. He had his trousers up. It's just his jeans.
Thing's got a
but-
hell of an outline. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that exactly.
Bloody hell. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could leave my mark on a slide with my jeans still on. Good lad. How are you, Don? Then you got something in your hand there.
You got props? I've never seen anyone bring props.
Yeah. Well.
Because I've been inside all week,
Yeah.
I got back into reading again.
Nice.
My old classics.
When's the last time you read a book?
I've not read a book since
Brooke?
The Raconteur when I went to
gonna go back.
Turkey in 2018. Shit book.
What was it? Who's
The
it by?
Raconteur.
Well, these-
he writes them he writes one a year. I don't believe he does it still.
Who is it?
Don't know.
Right. Ethan, when's the last time you read a book?
It would have been either Lord of the Flies in 2015, or it would have been A Pilgrim's Progress.
Is that one of those books that you read at school to see how good you are at reading?
Oh, The Racketeer. The Racketeer. I got it wrong. By John Grisham.
Oh, little John Grisham.
Yeah,
You're reading
yeah.
Grisham's?
Mate, is that the right one?
John Grisham is the most prolific middle-aged man novelist.
No one does it better than Grisham. It
Yeah,
says in the book.
Grisham is basically his own genre at this
Buy it
point.
now for £3.40. That's good.
That's not bad.
Why are you sniffing your books?
Absolutely love the smell of books.
Can I sniff?
This particular one I fell into the canal with.
I'm not sniffing that.
So that's why it's all kind of mangled.
What do you mean you fell into
Why
the
did you?
canal?
What were you reading so intently?
No, I was
so
on-
deep in its
Yeah,
in its
what-
verse that you just walked straight into the canal.
No, I was in London many moons ago on a canal boat party. So my two lesbian friends lived on a boat
I don't
together.
know if it's relevant.
No, I need to read the titles. They're very good. And they tied the boat together to another canal boat, so they were in tandem like this.
Yeah.
No, wide, not length.
Like a scissor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the girls on the other boat, she's killed herself now.
Oh,
they used to have
fucking hell.
she had a resident rat that lived in the underneath of it. Well, she
What do
had-
you mean resident?
Resident, right, like a
was it
ratatouille
paying
too.
rent or what was it?
No,
Her
it was
manager.
An intruder. It was an
She's
intruder.
great at cooking.
It was an intruder. The funny thing is, there was a large rat that lived in the rafters or whatever it was called of the boat. But then she had a pet rat, which is that ironic or something? I don't know. There's a term for that. Anyway, she's dead, and I go home, and I'm very drunk, and I'm teetering about, and then I just fall in.
Did it make this noise?
No, but I had very
Oh, no,
funny.
I bet it made a noise.
I had very funny videos on my phone of this boy from boarding school. I had about 1,000 videos.
Was the
of him.
boy there to show you how far in the water you were? Was that?
Oh, you're on fire today, aren't you? And then
You're not in the mood for it, are you?
so I chucked this phone out to save all the videos of this boy.
You're
But
falling that slowly. You can go into your
No,
pockets.
I go in.
Oh, right.
I go in while I'm
out.
drowning. The phone's more important than me drowning. I'm wearing this big coat that's dragging me down. And I get out, and I'm just absolutely sodden. It must have been 2 a.m. And I get to the tube, and there's this like squelching sound all the way to the tube, and the tubes are closed. So I had to walk all the way home. And just
What,
squelch
to
my
Manchester?
feet. No.
Did you?
Talk about
250
pilgrimage
miles.
progress.
Did your phone survive?
No, it died. What did
Your phone
That's a
died.
very good joke.
Yeah.
So you brought a collection. Why have you brought these books in, would you say?
Because they've got very funny titles.
Okay, great.
And they've got very funny content.
Are they very you, these books, aren't they? So
Well-
he's reading Grisham's, which
Yeah.
is like,
What
I
was it
mean,
called? The
I don't read a lot, so I'm
The
not gonna have a go.
raconteur.
But
Okay.
that-
This title of this story is called The Nonce Prize.
You've been going for it for years.
Let's
haven't
have
you?
a look.
The
Every year you
Nonce
get nominated,
Prize.
but you never
Nonce
win.
Prize.
What's that?
It's a story about a nonce that goes to prison, but he wins a literary prize.
This isn't real.
The collection of stories in itself is called Tough, Tough Toys for Tough, Tough Boys. They're all Will Self. They're all very great titles. This one's called The Rock of Crack, as big as the Ritz.
Oh, nice.
Now, do you want to know what that's about?
Yeah, go on then.
It's about a drug dealer that gets set up by a rival drug dealer. Do you know how he gets set up?
No.
They kill a young man, and they put him in this house, and they make the rival drug dealer unconscious, and they put him in the same house as this dead young man, and they remove the sperm from his testicles
Okay.
with a syringe,
Yeah, is that possible?
and then
Can that be done?
syringe it into the dead young man's arse, and set him up.
And that isn't the Nonce Prize.
No, that's the crack of rock as big as the Ritz. That's one collection of short
thank
stories.
you,
Highly
yeah.
recommend. Another collection of short
See, this
stories.
is already better than Ethan's film review. He's
He
actually
brings
read
in
these.
props.
Will you please be quiet, please?
Will you please be quiet,
It's a
please?
good American
By
author.
who?
Carver, Raymond Carver. Very good short
Carver.
stories.
What is he, Bond? James Bond.
No, he works
A
at
personal favourite of mine is next.
Yeah, go on.
Fanny Hill.
Funny hell.
Now,
Is
what
that
do
like
you think?
Henman Hill, but slightly more lewd?
What do you think it's about?
Funny Hill.
It's about a character, a young woman who's 15 called Fanny.
Okay, 15.
And it's also written in. It was very controversial at the time, and I think it was banned until the 60s because it's about a young female prostitute.
Are we going to get
who
into...
just has sex with lots of people?
Made sure to get your hands on a copy though, eh?
And a new.
Gotta say this
new
one.
favourite
Gotta
of
say
mine,
this one.
I picked
Well.
this up the other day.
So this is how you know you're having a bad week, isn't it? When you're drawn to a book called...
A maggot.
Maggot.
Yeah.
And what's a maggot about?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. The year is 1736.
It's not. 2024. Which one were you
So that
lying
just
for?
isn't the time.
Yeah, there you go.
The
So
year
you
is
did a bit of reading. And
1736.
You've read all of these, obviously, except the most recent one.
I have, yeah, apart from the maggot.
Which one would you
particularly like tough boys. No, tough toys. For tough boys. I'm going insane. I'm actually going insane.
Are you alright?
How'd you drinking been?
It was good.
As in, not drinking.
Yeah, and then when the sun starts to go down and the birds start chirping, all my days are fantastic. But there's like a huge expanse at night of, I don't know what it is. It must be the dying of the light. And this wave of like panic almost comes over me. And I don't know what it is. And it feels like I'm trying to hold on to something. And I can't.
Have you ever thought about doing something like that at that time of the day?
Yeah, so I've been going to the gym at 6, but then it gets to 7 when I come home. And that's not late enough. So
Why don't you...
Why don't you go to the gym at 7?
yeah, I probably need to start doing that. I've got a good poem. Is it the end of the podcast?
No, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end. So I want to give everyone an update on abseiling. Is that all right? Because Dom's doing it, isn't he?
Well,
Dom's doing it.
They
Well,
said they wanted to see someone that doesn't want to do it, and I do want to do it.
I mean, going back and forth with James, so if you've not seen the actual charity link, it should be on this episode.
so make sure you donate, because it's for a good cause. It's for, who's it for again?
Francis House Children's Hospital.
It's for a children's hospital called Francis House. Make sure you donate. If we donate £4,000 as a team, I'm going to donate as well.
Yeah.
I will do it with Dom.
He sent a poster, and the poster's brilliant. Can I say that on the poster it says, "This event is organised by the Big Bang Promotions." You don't
Excuse me?
You don't really need that.
Nah, the last thing we want is a bang at any point.
It's a big bang, but as you can see here, this is the Trafford Centre, and it's called the Trafford Centre Abseil.
Can I just see how large that building is?
170 feet.
That's larger than the Oblivion, isn't it? The ride, that's nearly twice the size of Oblivion.
Sorry,
at Alton
whose only measurement for height is Oblivion at Alton Towers? Usually people will use a...
It's like
a sort of-
Americans with, that's 3 fridges.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
People
a
can come
football
down and
field.
support you as well.
Will they?
Yeah, well,
When you say support, do you mean put me in the recovery position?
Saturday the 29th of June. Saturday the 29th of June, get yourself to the Trafford Centre.
It's so funny. Me going down and then Don just swan diving off the top while someone frantically tries to get a carabiner on him while he's in midair. Oh shit!
Drop down. Do you recognise that bit of the? Do you recognise that bit of the Trafford Centre?
Well, you're about
I've
to.
never been to the Trafford Centre.
You've
What?
never been.
No, why would I go?
Because it's a bigger shopping centre in the city you're from.
So?
Okay, cool.
Fair
Oblivion's
enough.
the biggest roller coaster
In Staffordshire.
So
there.
it's not too bad, is it? You'll be
100
sound.
When I was like cocksure just a minute ago, it does actually look quite... How often do abseiling things fail?
Not often.
Oh, who cares if it fails?
The podcast after would be brilliant, wouldn't it, Ethan?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
you two and the Easter Bunny.
By the way,
One of you would survive.
don't read...
There's not a chance where both of you die.
Why?
Because you're not doing it at the same
Have
time.
you ever heard of the word complete failure before? Well, you have.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just thinking, don't read Fanny Hill on the bus, because I used to do that, and I used to get strange looks. Is there anything in here?
Speaking of endless expanses, by the way, me and Lizzie went out the other night to try and find the Northern Lights.
Oh, did you find it?
Fucking nothing.
that?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah, but So
missed
do
the-
we know scientifically what they are?
Just like a sneeze in the air, innit?
Oh, like, why are we so amazed by them?
Well, you never see them. They're very rare and they're beautiful, which tends to be the only 2 metrics by which anything is
Rare
or
and beautiful,
amazing.
like-
This kind of comes into my poem in a bit.
Do you really want to get onto your
Beautiful lights in the sky.
Oh, see?
Oh, that's
But we
quite
went
nice.
out there and we ended up getting stuck in a queue of traffic and then we just didn't see any.
What time did you leave? Did you not leave at like 10 a.m., 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Who's
it-
queuing up at 10
There was
p.m.?
hundreds of middle-class losers like us trying to find the Northern Lights, but we'd gone a day too late because I didn't know they were on the night before.
Are they
So we went
one of
the
the
day
world?
after.
Are they one of the world's greatest? What's that thing called?
Wonders.
Wonders of the world.
No,
I think
Why not?
Pyramids are
because
Pyramids are. Have you seen them?
online.
Has anyone seen a Wonder of the World up close?
I don't think I have. No, so a lot of them don't even exist anymore.
Ethan, what are the Wonders of the World? What do you mean they don't exist?
Half of them are no longer here.
Library of Alexandria, I think.
I thought the viaduct in Stockport
Machu
was wonderful.
Picchu.
What?
Machu Picchu.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
He plays for Preston, doesn't he?
Yeah, pretty
Preston
good.
North
Pretty
End.
good
Have you not seen any of the great wonders of the world, have you, Ethan?
I've been to Iceland.
What's in there?
Would you get a prawn ring?
Well, I have
Kerry
seen.
Katona isn't a wonder of the world.
She was in the early 2000s.
I have seen the Northern Lights actually,
Have you?
properly.
Black
Like
illuminations.
it all began in 2016.
Oh!
Hey, I love this. Play the sound effect.
Ethan wakes up, he's just a 14-year-old boy. Mum, I can't see! Put your glasses on, you twat!
And
Every day.
we ventured out in a big Land Rover in the cold, and we drove over rivers, through rivers. We drove over mountains, and we ended up on a big glacier.
What?
And then there we were for 3 hours in the cold, looking onwards, with a hot chocolate filled with vodka, which got me pissed very quickly at the age of 15 or 16. Actually, I was 17. But it still hit me quite a lot. And they said if they don't get them, we'll go one more time tomorrow. If not, that's it. You've paid your money. You don't get to see them. But there they were, and they lit up the sky, green and blue.
That's actually great.
All you've got.
No, that's fucking great.
That's an amazing story. Actually.
So you've been to Iceland and you saw Northern Lights, like proper?
And some great geezers.
Yeah, but they were
Dogging immigration.
They were dogging and they made it really, really weird. What's this?
The dream.
What dream? What was that? What are you doing? Take this podcast seriously.
Dream like
That wasn't a dream. That was real.
Ah, I've got a dream noise. Sorry, I've got an endless amount. Give me a sound effect for something.
Okay, a dog jumping through a dog flap. So it's come out from outside. Just
That wasn't it.
Have you got a poem, Dom?
A poem? Poem, you ask?
No, when do you write these poems then? Have you written this one this week or is this one from the past?
Oh, you're a star, it says.
What does?
Just a notification. Sorry, when did I write this poem?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
And what brought it on? What inspired
Were
you?
you in a good place when you wrote it?
No, I was walking past the pub.
Oh,
Past is good though,
tricky.
rather than into.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I don't wonder what you are. You're just a giant ball of gas, as I was told in class.
Nice.
Up above the world so high, like a ball of fusion and gas in space. Twinkle, twinkle, actually quite a supermassive star. How I wonder what I'll die of.
Oh.
Well,
Wait, is that this week's poem?
I've also got a sentence for you. To wear your heart on your sleeve comes from Shakespeare. But where does the phrase buy one get one free come from?
That's fucking great. They were both great.
Got one more for you.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
These are just ponderings I have, you see. If knick-knack paddywhack precedes giving a dog a bone, does brick-brack bladder whack force the dog to urinate?
That's so good.
I have lost all
That's
sense
brilliant.
of time and space.
That's so good.
Back to reading Fanny Hill, I guess.
Right, new stories of the week roundup. Have you seen the portal between Dublin and New York?
Oh,
What
it's
do we
gone.
think of it? It is shut down after 4 days of being opened.
But why?
Do you get the news ever, Dom? Like, do you watch
All
the news?
my algorithms just awful negative stuff.
In my head, you're getting. Do you know in Harry Potter where the newspaper's like people
Harry
moving
Potter.
in it and stuff? That's
Yeah.
what your news is, isn't it? The Wizard's Gazette or whatever it's called. And it's just sort of side news to the rest of everyone's
I
news.
look up gaming news because I'm looking for an escape in some new great world. I got a game called Manor Lords.
What's that?
It's where you're a medieval lord and you build a little town and give them sheep and things. So essentially, it's just buttering up my fantasy of being a dictator, and you can starve them and things. And
Do you,
Also
do you
starve
starve them?
obviously, and I went on this podcast actually about an Irishman
That's not in
invited me
that's
on
not in your
to
contract.
Hey, you went on a podcast.
That's not in your contract. You're exclusive to us.
not a physical podcast.
What?
What do you mean?
Because it was called a dictator podcast or something, and he was asking me what my ideal dictator place would be.
What are you talking about?
A man invited me onto a podcast.
A real man?
Yes.
Or a man within the game?
No, a man in real life.
Right.
This just comes from Manor Lords that I was thinking about, and he was asking me what my ideal dictator land would be, and it was a society ran by one man, me. And he had lots of guards who were pigs. And the populace lived underground, and they had one cinema. And there was a big mining industry because anytime someone would go against the Lord, me, they'd be slaughtered, and then a monument would be raised where they were slaughtered. So the mining industry was propped up by the fact that he had to kill some of the population.
Sounds like a good listen.
Yeah, that'll be out soon.
Right. Anyway, there's a portal that's open between Dublin and New York, right? And essentially, what it is, Dom, if you've not seen it, it's a big circle screen with, I guess, a webcam at the top, and it's showing live Dublin live New York, so you can see what's happening in Dublin, and Dublin can see what's happening in New York.
Why is it shut down?
Because people took advantage of it. There was OnlyFans models in New York flashing the streets of Dublin.
Very good.
I saw an Irish man get his arse out, and I saw him doing a line of cocaine as well.
Very good.
Have you
What
seen
did
the
they
line of
expect to
cocaine?
happen?
I saw someone showing
No, you can't laugh at this one. Straight face. Go again.
I saw someone showing in Dublin, showing New York. I can't say it.
What?
A picture of 9/11 into the big screen, and everyone was going.
Why are you looking
Everyone
at me?
was going,
It wasn't me.
no.
That was sad, wasn't it?
It's terrible. But do you know something?
picture of it.
I've got two problems. What?
At least get the video up.
No, I've got two problems with this.
Yeah.
The first one is it's very early 2000s tech painted as a modern thing.
But it got the attention. Everyone sort of loved it. I quite
Weirdly
enjoyed
did.
it.
But it's basically just a fucking Skype chat that someone forgot to turn off, and yet we're meant to be amazed because it's called a portal when really it's literally just two laptops facing each other with a big screen on it. And the second thing is, what did people think it was going to be? Because no one was going to sit there and make friends, were they? No. People were going to try and be funny for
Do you know
social
what?
media.
Some nice bits, like for example, a friend who lived in New York and Dublin went and waved to each other. They were on the phone to each other and waved.
Hey, FaceTime
But they
instead,
could do
guys.
that on-
Hey, guys, FaceTime, cool.
Well, the artist wanted to create a connection between the
Oh,
two
an
cities.
artist.
Yeah,
How
man.
much do you get paid?
I don't know.
Like tens of thousands of pounds.
Sorry, who are you? The Art Commission? Worried about where your grants are going, sir?
Yeah.
Where would you link up this studio to if we had like just a giant?
Oh,
I'd like.
those underground, those like box houses in Japan because people can't afford houses.
What
So,
is
like,
it with you wanting the
fuck
population to be downtrodden?
I think it's because you know when priests are gay and they hate gay
Christ, I
people.
didn't see that sentence coming.
I suppose I want people to be
priests are-
downtrodden because I feel down. You know when priests are like you shouldn't be gay.
Yeah.
But
How did they say it?
it turns out that they're gay.
So yeah, people who sort of are very anti something are often that thing. but
Yeah,
in
like
fact-
that man who didn't open his door to the paramedics because someone died in his gay orgy, because he had too many erection pills.
I don't think that follows.
That really helped.
Yeah, he was a
the
priest.
argument.
Oh, okay, there we
So
go. back to
priest.
that.
Oh, wow.
So you're saying because you feel crap, you want others to feel crap,
Yes.
and this sort of comes back to. Have you ever heard the phrase, Dom? And this is very emotional. Hurt people, hurt people. Have you heard that before?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I know that one well.
What about if there was a portal in your bedroom to somewhere?
I wouldn't want anyone to see that.
Why? What would they say? Would you behave
Just
differently?
me with my shirt off at the table. I don't know. Would I behave differently? Of course I behave differently. Who wouldn't behave differently if they thought someone was watching them all the time?
Well, you get to watch something back. Would you put your portal in that lady's flat in London?
Yeah, a friend's house.
Yeah.
No, why would I do that? I don't pick up the phone when she rings me. Why would I want
Why?
to see her all the time?
Fall out.
No, she's just... I'll go, how... Well, again, it's the same thing. I'll go, how are you? And she's shit, and then I just put the phone down.
Where would you want a portal from, Ethan?
Do you ever pretend with your bedding that you make a little house just to help you sleep at night?
I like where this is going. No.
Oh, what I do... I know... Yes, but what I do is I pretend that I'm trapped under a snowstorm, but I've got this one like pocket of air, and I'm in like a nice cosy tent.
Oh, I
That's
quite
sort of
like
similar.
that.
That's kind of similar, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, what I do is I throw up my blanket like that, and then it lands, and then I make a scenario where I've only been given so much bed, so much room,
That is the truth, though,
And-
as well, isn't it?
and I make.
What's a weird scenario where you imagine a world where you're on a finite bed? How do you get into the role of thinking like that? That's so weird.
And I'm like, oh well, this is my little bit, and there's a kitchen here, and this is my bed, and I like that. And then in my mind, when I get sick of that bit, I imagine I've negotiated to the other part of the bed, and I push it in a little bit.
Do you know what does it?
Can I say something? When are you doing this? This isn't recent, is it?
It's just so some nights when I feel like I'm not very grateful. Eventually, once you've successfully negotiated with the other side of the bed, imagine it's a landlord. you gain more bed.
Fucking outright. Do you know what we need? Is staring us in the face, a portal between these two fuckers' houses. So you can be the landlord and he can be the grateful servant asking to move to the other side of his own bed.
Or possibly a portal to a fucking therapist for both of us.
Portal to a therapist.
Where you just go,
again, webcam.
Yeah, webcam. Where you're like, what's going on here? So you do that. I mean, I used to make dens as a kid. That was great. But I never recently I put the...
But after about 20 minutes, Drew, once you've successfully negotiated at least a 75% area of the bed,
75%? Better than that.
25 tax.
you feel grateful that you can sleep then, because you're like, God, this is brilliant compared to 20 minutes ago when I had no room. But now I've negotiated myself to this place.
When was the last time you did this? How many days ago?
I'd do it, I'd say once every month.
Yeah, it's a treat.
And the calendar.
Ooh.
When's it coming up?
How do you fall asleep? Because I saw a doctor tell me how to fall asleep last night on TikTok.
Go on.
It really worked.
What was it?
You won't just fall asleep and just try and think of random words that have no link to each other, and then you'll
So
drift
give me
straight
an
off.
example then. So close your eyes and...
I don't want to fall asleep on pod.
No, but say it out loud what you'd be thinking.
Toast, America, Barbados. No, that's kind of linked, sorry.
Sort of very linked.
Toast, America, paddling pools, swings, Barbados. Chicken Kievs. Sorry, foreshadowing. Toast.
Back to toast.
I'm
allowed to
back.
repeat.
I'm back.
So then you just do that
phone case, train tracks, shoelaces.
and it worked?
And next thing I was off.
This is like ASMR, this, isn't it?
I quite
And then
like
I was
that.
done. I was done. I was done. Clicking.
Oh, impressive.
Fisting.
No.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
Sorry, I woke you up, didn't it? Right. Anyway, it's been a lovely Friday. Friday message, Dom, to the
If the moon is so far away but you can still see it, think of how many things you can't see and they're already here.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, don't know.
What does that
make sense?
Doesn't make
Doesn't
any
need to.
sense.
It's Friday night.
Have a nice Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
There
Lovely.
we go.
Have a nice Friday,
There
everyone.
we go. I feel a bit fucked after that pod.
Weren't you meant to be saying bye then?
Yeah, I feel a bit fucking fucked with these two. Do you not feel like they're draining us a little bit?
No, I love it.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Very nice.
Very
Nice
good.
that. Right, bye everyone. Have a happy Friday. Make sure you subscribe to the pod.
Bye.
See you later.
Hey, Ethan.
Oh, yes, ta-ra, see you later.